We are proud as a county, and I'm proud even as the governor of this great county, to also be part of this great milestone that we achieved through the 2010 Constitution.
Welcome to Kericho County, the county of green gold. Let's journey together to the Department of Agriculture, Livestock and Cooperatives Management.
Agriculture is one of the devolved functions that we have. And we know that close to 90% of the functions that has been abandoned, agriculture is one of those key functions that has been abandoned to the counties. Kenya is an agricultural land. Kericho is one of those key counties that is agricultural. And to spark growth in rural economy, our focus as government has been to reappropriate and even give more resources to agriculture.
The department has 3 directorates, that is, the Directorate of Agriculture, Directorate of Livestock and Veterinary Services, and the Directorate of Cooperative Management.
Agriculture is a department whereby everyone and anyone is a client to us, because we practice farming at different levels. But as a department, we want to make a change and a shift in this practice, whereby we want to encourage and build our farmers to take farming seriously and as a business, whereby they need to focus on what will be in their pockets at the end of the day.
As a department, we have 3 directorates: the Directorate of Veterinary Services, the Directorate of Livestock Production, the Directorate of Cooperatives Management. Having the 3 directorates under this department gives us an opportunity to harmonize our works in the department, and they are all related.
Farmers have diversified from dairy of all varieties to crops and progressed to commercialized production as indicated by over 235 registered cooperative societies in the region.
Our strength is in cooperatives, whereby we reach to all our farmers through the cooperatives, and we also support them to get the best prices in the market.
We, together with the national government, are focusing on, at least in every ward, we have one major cooperative society, which also has a SACCO. And that is why we channel our support to the farmers through cooperative societies.
Our intention for SACCO is to empower our farmers, not the farmers who are producing 100 liters, but the farmers who are producing 1 liter to 10 liters. We want to empower them economically. So if we can get some money, a revolving fund here, we shall be giving them short-term loans so that they can improve their dairy farms and even in the other businesses, because the most important thing is for people to be empowered economically.
When somebody does dairy farming with passion, it can be able to give a lot of profits. Though the profit could be fluctuating over time because of the market prices, but I can guarantee you without any doubt that it is very profitable. Around 70% profits. So we earn from the milk, the proceeds from the milk, from the proceeds from the hay bars, even the savings I get from the biogas. I don't buy LPG gas. I use biogas, and that is something else that we also benefit from. So farming, dairy farming is very profitable.
People have gone dairy, and mostly the young men and women, they are on dairy. The number of units that have been built across our catchment area are just so much. There are a lot, and they are doing very, very, very well. People are so motivated.
We've been able as a county to be able to distribute AI services to a good number of cooperatives around the county. The intention is to ensure that we improve on the breeds that the farmers are rearing in their villages. And your focus on improving the cows or the cow that they are keeping, so that within the third generation of their production, they've been able to realize the best pedigree of their animals that they are rearing in their villages. And this will see also increased production in the dairy sector, and this will also see the farmer getting the best and guaranteed minimum returns in their production.
We've gone ahead and improved the semen delivery that we do to our animals using both local and imported semen, but also sexed semen. Our target and our aim is to improve the quality of the breeding and the livestock that we produce, so that we minimize the importation of the dairy herd from other counties, while we encourage business to thrive. But as a county, we want to increase the available pool of the dairy animals that we have in the county. That is why we've embarked on subsidizing AI services to our farmers, and going forward even to 2024-25, we're going to enhance this so that more farmers and all the cooperatives across the county benefit from this program.
The semen is of high quality, and you can see these are just calves of less than 12 months, but you can see they are doing well because the semen that we were given by the county government is of high quality. It is very cheap. We used to spend a lot to get the AI services, but nowadays it is very cheap. So we want to thank the county government. Continue supplying us with sexed semen at a very low cost, and we'll be having quality breeds in Kabianga and Kericho County. And soon we will be able to beat Kitunguri and other other farmers from central Kenya who have good breeds.
The farmers are demanding to be given sexed semen, and they are doing very well. The number of repeats are so low. The number of avers that have come, that we have achieved are many, and they are good.
Kwa cooperative yetu tunapatiwa mbegu za ng'ombe, nimepatiwa mara mbili, nimepatiwa sex mara mbili, nikafaulu na hizo zote. Ingine tumepewa Napier grass, tukapewa Boma rods, tukapewa sorghum, tukapewa mahindi, tumepewa vitu mingi sana. Tumefaidika sana kwa cooperatives, inatupatia vitu mingi. Alafu ya tatu ni mambo ya maziwa. Maziwa tunapeleka huko, lakini shida ni bei. Bei iko chini sana. Bei iko chini.
The price of milk now to the processor is 40 shillings. Now 40 shillings, you subtract the cost of electricity, you subtract the cost of staff, and tear and wear. So the farmer will be getting about 35 shillings per liter. And it is too low, it cannot sustain even that farmer in terms of the fees that maintenance of the animals that they have. We are seriously waiting for what the government promised on the 50 shillings to KCC, so that the others can come up. And then we can raise, if they can raise that price to 45 to 50, we'll be very happy, because these guys are struggling, our farmers are struggling. They are really struggling. And they have not given up, and they are not giving up. We are happy with the county. We are very happy with the county in terms of the technical advice that they are getting from them, both from the cooperative department and from the livestock department, from the county headquarters, and also from the sub-county region. We are happy. We are working with them very well, and we have been getting a lot of assistance in terms of the moral support and in terms of training.
As a county, we embrace agriculture as an enterprise. Our strategy is to support farmers from production to linking them with market. As a department, we have achieved to have two main cooperatives which are cutting across the whole county. One is the Kericho Dairy Cooperative Union, which serves all our dairy farmers in Kericho County, and the main interest for this was our farmers' interest in terms of the prices, market prices of the milk, and also the farm inputs for the dairy farmers.
The dairy sector have ventured into Mursik, a brand with indigenous nutritive value, and yogurt with unique flavors.
We are members of the Kericho Dairy Cooperative Union, and we have been working on the union for some time now. And what we have decided to do, and we are supporting fully as a society, is to do value addition for our own milk. We have been having several meetings with the union executive committee, and we are sure in the next few months we'll be able to do value addition for our milk within the county. So we are only requesting all the societies to support the union.
We did a recent research on our farms, and we realized that our animals are only food sufficient for 3 months in a year. And food production or the lack of it is the main cause of animal infertility and poor yields from our animals. We're looking at conservation, whereby we will be baling. We'll enable the farmers to bale, whether it is maize silage, napier grass, the hay bales from bomber roads. So everybody can still farm, whether with large tracts of land or whether limitations of settlement, or in cases whereby we've had crops like tea have taken up large spaces. We know 1 point of an acre of super napier is sufficient to feed 1 cow.
We get our feeds locally because in this place it is raining, and we are able to get our fodder throughout the year. We have napier around 3 acres, and we source our hay from a farm that is the county government is producing hay, and we are getting it cheaply. That one is helping us to cut the cost of production.
So this year, as a department, we embarked on giving our farmers assorted pastures from bomber roads, from Lucerne, Desmodium, and now the recent introduction of super napier, the pakchong, which we have distributed through our dairy cooperatives.
This is pakchong napier. You can see the way it is dark in color. It is high in proteins and it grows very fast. This one we were just cutting the other day, but you can see the way it has grown. Within 1 week or 2, we will be able to harvest it again. We're harvesting it so many times a year compared to the other normal napier that we were using before. And every time we use this, when it is at the right stage, we are able to milk a lot of milk. We were given this during the field day when we were having county government officers visiting our farm. There were sub-county agricultural officers from Sosiot, Belgut sub-county, who came to our farm and they gave us pakchong, courtesy of the county government.
With the distribution of super napier, our farmers are no longer struggling to purchase cuttings for developing their farms, the pasture or the fodder. Looking ahead, we think that even farmers who don't keep large herds can produce surplus for sale to farmers who have limited space for keeping their cows.
yemi amitwogik. Ako kaanale kakokasit kaanale kakokasit. Akot kotomo akuye ko nitai kaanam any ngunon katestai kasit. Barkyong ko kimi cooperative neketinye en ireyu Cheplanget cooperative. Ko ewekchini kongoi kora Daktari Arap Mutai ak CEO Arap Bet. Kiicheket chekiibwech asikisambasan ako tom koloi. Nekokiker kabisa kele ngot kotaketestai ak bidii ni toretech kandoik chuchok kebendi elo ngot kecham keyai kasit. Keswechu ko koibwech ot Arap Mutai ak Dr. Mutai gavana nenyonet. Nekitesetai kewekchini kongoi kabisa en tuguk chekikere kele yochwech tuguk chekoron nyokotoretech ak kotoret lagok.
Through ASDSP, we've supported the farmer cooperatives, 7 of them, to be able to make their own feed rations and sell to their farmers. Currently, Kabianga Farmers Dairy, Cherobu, are already running with their processes.
So this is the dairy mill, the high-yield dairy mill that the county government gave us a mixer in the cooperative that we are producing our own. It is cheaper compared to any other concentrate that is in the market, and it is high quality. So we are happy because of this, the support the county gave us to produce these cabbie feeds.
Our main aim is to make sure our animals are feed sufficient throughout the year. We thank our partners, the landholders, for working with our dairy cooperative societies to encourage farmers and to give the best practices on how to develop their own pastures. But also we are working together on a program where we want to develop a chain for fodder, where the producers of fodder have an assurance of a market. Today, we face a challenge of emerging diseases, and especially having come from a heavy rainy season, unlike before. So we face challenges in controlling foot and mouth disease, anthrax and black water, and rabies has become a growing challenge that we face as a county. And even our neighbors, our neighboring counties equally experience the same.
We have given our farmers free anti-rabies. We have also given them the foot and mouth disease vaccines, and also the lumpy skin vaccines. These vaccines we give to our farmers free of charge. We don't charge any fee.
Though as a department, we've continuously worked on vaccination programs through the department to control these diseases. Over time, the budgetary allocation has continued to improve, and we believe even going forward, we will have a better coverage. Our target is to cover at least 70-80% of our livestock. That way we'll say we are able to manage the diseases. The poultry farmers benefit from free vaccinations once they buy or once we donate through the county government. Once we give them the day-old chicks, then we also support them with vaccines.
Farming in Kericho is motivated by good climatic conditions with an average rainfall of 87% per year.
Our county blessed with a good ecological condition whereby mostly we can say all the crops can be grown in Kericho.
Under the national value chain, the NAFCDB program, we have the 5 value chains. That is the coffee, pyrethrum, the avocado, the dairy, and the poultry. These are the 5 value chains under the NAFCDB. And as a county government, we intend to distribute milk coolers to over 6 cooperatives across the county under the national value chain. We also intend to facilitate our farmers with the seedlings and the seeds across the county. We're also running a program under the Pyrethrum in the regions Kipkelian East and Kipkelian West, parts of Kipkelian West, where we are facilitating our farmers with Pyrethrum seeds. And at the moment, we are distributing Pyrethrum seeds to over 4,000 farmers in the regions of Tendeno Soget, Kedawa Kimugul, Londiani Ward, and parts of Chepseon Ward. These are continuous exercise.
We are pushing the county to ensure that Pyrethrum becomes our niche as a county. We've been able to empower 1,000 farmers in Tendeno, empower another 1,000 farmers at Londiani, and empower another 1,000 farmers at Kedawa Kimugul. So in the last 1 year, we've been able to empower 3,000 farmers on Pyrethrum, where the county government of Kericho has supported them to plant a half or an acre of Pyrethrum. Our view is that Pyrethrum becomes an instant cash crop for these areas that do not have a cash crop. And this will be able to speak to the vulnerable and give life to the youth, to the women, and even the old in our community, and the vulnerable. Because once we have an acre that will see a kilo being sold at 200 shillings of Pyrethrum, then the returns will be close to 40,000. And this will be able to support quite the number of our homes. We are planning this financial year to even shift the number to 2,000 per ward in those that we have identified. And our focus is that at the end of this particular year, we'll be able to have then put a minimum of 15,000 vulnerable homes into Pyrethrum.
Indigenous vegetables across. And in this case, we were targeting the widows and the vulnerable members of the society and also the youth. We not only distributed the indigenous vegetables, but also the polytubes to our youth. And we have been training our farmers. Occasionally, we've had capacity building and training of the farmers across the county, where we are encouraging our farmers to form the groups, and later these groups will be taken in they'll group up and form cooperatives and later circles for the facilitation under the NAFCDP program.
Kikakinetech iman akobo ngalekab kabungusiechu. In fact, ko kikawain chairperson workshop nekimi Kericho man. As kekonech keswek aina tatu chebo terere ak managu ak isage. Ko kemwoe kongoi kabisa amun kikibwat grupinyon nebo Ebenezer Widows Group. Ko kikikonech konyekekol iman kou noni. Ko en inei ko tekemi man kinetikei, lakini in fact ko kokenai ole kiyoitoi. Kimoe kityo kiimproven boisioni amun kikere man kele tindoi tongilo ako kiomisie komie.
Moe kinet chepyosok chemengechen komat koker koyai tuguk easy work chombo sukuma chebo ketore ak kenyekeseken haraka. Kororon chu. Ui ne yaet, lakini ye kakenai ngalekab ingwechu ko kikilegei kotoretech in future.
Our farmers have also been provided with the fish feeds and the fingerlings for those fish ponds. And majorly we focused on the youth groups with fish ponds in the county, where we were able to distribute the fish feeds and the fingerlings to the youth groups currently with fish ponds in the county.
Samakinik chu komoche sikoekitun komoche amitwogik. Keweche kongoi en toretet nebo kotoretech county en kidogo, lakini moomech inei, lakini kakewech kongoi noton kiten kikotoretech besho fingerlings and raini ko kakinyoru in feeds ko kidogo. Ko makilolomikoni sana en noton kiten. Ko cham ngeker kakebai samakinik ngobiyoso kekere kotoretet kabisa. Ko kikebomen a group agenge en officials nebo a cooperative. Ko kokimisani kelen katakitekake kekun agenge asikeribe kikonigei kora boisioni komoche kibagenge.
Kasini eb samakinik ko kionomi en 2016.
kokikait chebo Fisheries akolenjechin emoninyon konomegei kebai samakinik. Ko kingetou kekere kotoretech en ng'alekab amitwogik kiome en gaa. Ngenyekenam akot taman kotor kotoreti lagok kora kwome. Akotoretech kora en kokwet chuto konyokokere lagokab sukul. Echek kipsigisiek kokinetigei samakinik koi. Akot kwam lagok koui nia, kemoe kotakinetech. Akot elekiomdo kora amun biik chechang ko ngoker samakiat kotindoo kowek chechang. Akot chuchok ngenam chemengech ngunon ko ngap motindoo bendo non kikoner kokere biik ko challenge kwam. Ko ndakinetech kora kiboiboi, kikose tobwat field biik chenomegei ak samakinik akobwan onetech.
We have also put across 37 tea buying centers in the tea growing regions. And all this is meant to enhance the production and to reduce the cost of the transport of our farmers.
We have the Kericho Avocado Association Union, which also covers the entire of Kericho County avocado farmers. This was mainly because we want to link all our farmers to avocado market, and avocado being a perishable product, we as a county thought of coming in and support our farmers in linking the farmers to market.
Members kimi tugul ko member karibu 26. Ako tugul ko koib tugul in avocado. Konyo konam bichoton 26 avocado. Ko koetinye ngunon chekokibwech oin koetinye avocado karibu nekit 150. Avocado chekokibwech. Ako konyo anyor temik kole bako tuguchu che nyokotoretech. Ko komoche anyalak kenai kele miano avocado alak temik chechang kokolech ot korong koung'ategei konyolwech omwowech keyai tuiyosiek asikobit kenyoru akechek avocado. So kimwochini kora vijana chechok kobakach ng'alekab town, ng'alekab chon kisungukonote keemote akobwa kasit. Kenyokeyai kasit kibagenge sikenyoru tuguk chekiboisien ak kenyoru tuguk cheboisien lagokyok ak chenyoru lagokwak akichek.
We've talked about diversification, and in this case, our farmers are keeping pigs.
Started this pig farming in the year 2020. This was during the corona time, and there was no much to be done by the youths. Nilikuwa na vijana wawili ambao walikuwa wamemaliza shule JKUAT University, na their interest was pigs, so I had to initiate for them. I supported them with coming up with the structure. After completion of the structure, we purchased three sowers to start with. After the 3 sowers is when they started farrowing. After farrowing is when the business started. The farm became widened, and we kept, of the 30 we kept 3 more. So we had 6. Now, later on those ones farrowed again. When they farrowed, we get about 70 piglets. The 70 piglets, we now sold them also. We sold them as we remain with 3 again. When we sold those ones, we got also good money. We are selling them at a very good price. Currently, we have engaged Farmers' Choice. They have come, they have made assessment on the farm, and they are booked. We booked pigs ready for delivery in July to the Farmers' Choice. Some are ready there are 9 which are ready in July. We have 7 which are ready for delivery in August. And the new ones, they will come and do assessment with those piglets which were farrowed the other day. And they will give a date also for picking. Normally they pick at 6 months. At most, they will not go beyond 6 months. They want them to attain kilos of 50 to 60. And you only see twice a day, and you enjoy them. You enjoy the farming. It's a good way of doing it, and there are very few diseases. I rarely treat them, provided they are fed well, cleanliness is well. I've also started giving them water through nipples. I've made some, initially I had used local way of giving them water. But currently, with the money I've got, I've improved on how they drinking of water.
It's a growing trend. You find in hotels today, people have started eating pork. And it's a very encouraging move so that we diversify our sources of income.
Just around here, Sondu and Katito, we have somebody up, a guy who has got some butchery there. He normally comes, take for slaughter. But you find him, the slaughter way is slow because he might take 2, 3, and you could be having 10. So there could be a delay for the farmer in getting money and maybe meeting a necessary feeding also. But currently, I've engaged with Farmers' Choice who will come and take all of them as a go.
Various parts of this county are very good producers of honey.
When I bought land here in this place, see how the river moves. You can see the river moves in a meandering way. So when I got this kind of a box area, there's nothing I'll do about it, and I don't want to cultivate. So because I don't want to cultivate this place, I had gone to a place and I saw somebody doing honey. So I thought about this place. So when I thought about it, and I myself, I like honey. When I used to move to Baringo, when I was doing some business in Baringo, I used to like honey. The only thing we have not done is going to that, adding value to that honey. You know, I sell it raw. I normally do it. I pick my honey here from here. I sell to people, people who use it. The much I can do is I can sieve it, so you can have the liquid, and then you can use it on bread. Yeah, and then or you can be scooping it, using it as medicino. That's the much I can do. With this place like this, if it rains, this timber, these boughs will rot. Yeah. So I left hanging them because after a while, the bough itself, it becomes weak and it drops down. So I moved it and I went to build, and then I put them in.
As a county government, we've distributed 550 beehives in the current financial year. Our focus going to the future is to help the farmer to add value to the produce, the honey. We know there are other products that come from beekeeping, but as a start, we want to have a structured way of production and marketing of the honey. So this is one of the avenues that will enhance the farmers' sources of income.
The investment atmosphere is embraced historically since 1900s, when the white settlers established cash crops in the region.
The opportunities to invest in processing of avocado, in processing our coffee, and this is an opportunity for people to invest in our county. We welcome you. Our doors are wide open, minimal bureaucracy, and indeed you can find an investment destination in Kericho.
Have a taste of our county where green is the original flavor.